Headline news most affecting Chilliwack this week. Meta, or Facebook, now playing hardball with your news. A local school trustee causing some controversy with a Barbie meme. Transit is back to full service come Sunday, and the Huskers season starts on the right note. Gavin Parks will have more in sports. Our guest this week includes some of the organizers for this year's Chilliwack Flight Fest. All right, Chilliwack, let's get started. Meta says it's officially moving to end news access for Canadians on its Facebook and Instagram platforms. The company says it's going to remove news for all Canadian users over the course of the next couple of weeks. Meta was previously running a test that limited news for at least up to 5% of its users, and now says it's moving to the next phase. That means links to news articles and other content posted by Canadian publishers and broadcasters will no longer be viewable to people accessing the social media platforms in our country. Meta says it is defining such content based on how it's defined in the Liberals' Online News Act, and that federal law became law earlier this summer. Chilliwack School Board again dealing with controversy. Last weekend, trustee Terry Westerby shared an Australian meme that poked fun at the new Barbie movie and how it allegedly took a shot at Christianity. Well, that riled up a few people in the community, to the point where School Board Chair Willow Reichelt actually issued an apology to anyone who was offended by, quote, what was supposed to be a tongue-in-cheek joke. Last week, News of the Week spoke with the president of the local bus drivers union, QB 561, and at that time, the timetable for the bus rollout was still in the works. Well, this past Monday, the Handy Dart buses were completely back in service. Regular bus service comes back Sunday, August the 6th, and transit will be free for the balance of August. As of August the 1st, commercial vehicles are required to use what's called electronic logging devices, ELDs, to track hours of service. Now, in the past, there were some drivers that had two sets of books, one for the weigh stations and inspections, and one for their own tracking. Government has partnered with carriers to introduce this tool to increase, quote, safety and reduce the risk associated with driver fatigue. Chilliwack Flight Fest is coming up on August the 19th with the annual Hangar Dance and the actual free show on the 20th. News of the Week will have a conversation with some of the members of the organizing crew. That is coming up in the show in just a few minutes' time. Parts of the Chilliwack and Vedder River system are now off limits to catching salmon until at least September the 30th. The DFO, Department of Fisheries, putting out the notice on July the 24th. It is a grid of 200 meters on either side of the Vedder Bridge, which will not make local anglers happy. The concerns range from overfishing to the weather to drought conditions. This all to protect migrating salmon. Construction for the new parking area on Victoria Avenue has started. The 54-stall parking lot is next to the Chilliwack Alano Club and across the street from the Chilliwack Business Center. It's also a block away from District 1881. Phase 1 of this project is scheduled to be completed by this fall. Phase 2 scheduled to be done by the end of next summer. District of Kent closing Shep Park and that playground on Elm Road until the 1st of October. This for resurfacing. That will include the installation of a new rubberized accessible play surface. This allows kids of all ages and abilities to access the park and resemble the surface that was recently installed in Pioneer Park. After the break, we will have a chat with the people involved with the Chilliwack Flight Fest, and then the perfect kickoff for the Huskers. Gavin will have sports. News of the Week continues with some old friends. Donna, Reich, Firkus, Chilliwack Flight Fest. Has it already been a year since last time? I mean, the time's just flown by. August 19th, August 20th. First off, we'll start off with the Hangar Dance, which has turned into the social event of the year. Same band as always?
Vacationers are back. They're the most popular band we've had there, and we've gone with them every year for I don't know how long.
Now, one thing that has always been a really cool thing about the Hangar Dance, being the social event, is the ticket price. It is really reasonable.
Yes, we've kept the prices the same as it's been for years. And this year we're offering the tickets to be sold on Eventbrite because most people now are going to electronic to pick up tickets and things like that. So we're making it accessible to everyone.
And $20 a ticket?
Still $20 a ticket, but they pay the extra $2.63 through the
service
event.
charge.
Plus
for the
service, yeah.
service charges.
The other thing too that you've done a little bit differently, and we were just talking about this off air, is the food trucks. This is a really cool idea. I mean, everybody's doing it. Can you drop a few names that are coming? Or
We've got the Fuzzy Pickle,
oh,
and I believe we have the Crazy Gringo.
okay.
Yeah.
Now the show itself. It is one of the last remaining freebie shows in North America or in Canada, I guess.
There's a few of them, but it's becoming rarer and rarer because
Yeah.
everything costs $1.
Yeah, trying to organize it all. Let's do some name dropping. Who do we have that really caught your eye going, you guys really need to see this?
We've got some favorites that have been back and supported this air show for years. Ross Granley's going to be back, John and Richard Mrazek. But Mike Trigeson, he was here last year, the first time we've had him here, and he is an up-and-comer who is incredibly talented pilot and just the nicest guy on the planet. Like, he's the inspiration that we're looking for to inspire our youth, for sure.
One guy whose name comes up doing all sorts of air shows, and for the Fraser Valley, he was synonymous with the old Radio Max, Roy Halfley. Is Roy going to be there again with the mic? Which means you can't get the mic away from him, but...
Yeah, Roy's back. Roy's a favorite. He's been here forever with us as well.
Yeah. When it comes to sponsorships, again, you got to pay the bills. You still have openings for sponsorships for the show?
Yes, we've always got openings. For our show, we actually start already in January to do the fundraising. And as Ray said, it takes a lot of money to put a show on like that that's free, especially with the rising costs of everything. So as far as sponsorships goes, we've always have available space for people, and we really appreciate anybody from the community that can help us out with this, because it's a big endeavor that takes a lot of money to put together.
Last year, I really appreciated the shuttle service from the Alliance Church parking lot. We doing that again this year? Or?
Yes.
Yeah. It's taking place not first thing in the morning because it's on Sunday, and and they've been gracious enough to let us use their parking lot, but it's after service.
Okay. How many cars and stalls do you know off the top? Because it was just packed last year. I can't even imagine how many. Do we have an estimate of how many people showed up last year? Did you have a ballpark?
It's just a ballpark. It's literally because we don't take a gate.
Okay.
Like, we don't need to count the numbers.
Right.
And unlike a lot of events where people pay to be there, people walk in the door, they pay, they want to get their full money, they stay the whole time. Because ours is a free event, people come and go as the day goes on. There's more than 5,000 people there at any point in time, but how many people were there all day?
Yeah. One other thing too, if you've never been to the show, just make sure you hydrate and bring a ball cap, because don't be surprised if we have another 30-degree day out there. As far as getting information goes, you're all over social media. Where can we find you?
We are on Facebook. We are also on Instagram, I believe, but on Facebook for sure. We're at the Chilliwack Flight Fest Society, and so people can go there to find out information. We also have, if people are interested in volunteering, we're also still looking for volunteers for it, and they can go to volunteers at chilliwackflightsfest.com and put their names in through that. And so we're always welcoming volunteers.
And you got some great video on the website as well, which is just amazing.
Yeah, we've been fortunate this year. We've got a really good group of people that are putting it together. We've got some sponsors that have really stepped up, and that's it, they're partners. Because it is a free event, it's for everybody. But like OK Tire has come in as a presenting sponsor this year. They were there last year. They're one of the many businesses that are making this thing happen.
And one of the cool things about Flight Fest is a few years ago, we were all dealing with COVID. Everybody was on shaky ground. You guys got through it, and here you are, bigger and better than ever. That's got to be a sigh of relief for everybody involved. Looking back, going, did we actually do that? And then you look at last year's show, which was amazing. I still have incredible pictures of that. Again, big thank you, Donna, Ray. Thanks again. Flight Fest, August the 19th is the Hangar Dance. August the 20th is the show. All over social media. Thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
And you're watching News of the Week.
I'm Gavin Parks, and this is Sports. In front of the usually loud crowd at Exhibition Stadium, the Valley Huskers started the 2023 BCFC season by winning their second Cascade Cup in a row. The Huskers beat the Langley Rams 26-18. The Huskers' next game is Saturday, August 5th in Kelowna at the Apple Bowl against the Okanagan Sun. It's the annual tradition, Adam Pee-wee Bantam and Tykes showcase for minor football. It's the annual Chili Bowl from August 18th to 20th at Townsend Park in Chilliwack. Follow along on their Facebook page for team and schedule information, and remember, parking will be at a premium. It was not the way the Canadian women's soccer team wanted to end the Women's World Cup in Australia. Team Canada lost 4-0 to the Aussies and were eliminated from the tournament. Chilliwack's Jordan Heidemel will return to North America to continue playing pro for the Seattle Reign. Chilliwack FC is holding their summer soccer camp from August 14th to 17th. All events are at Townsend Park in Chilliwack. Go to Chilliwack FC social media for registration info. Chilliwack Special Olympics hold their second annual golf classic on August 18th at Cultus Lake Golf Club. All proceeds raised benefit local athletes and programs in Chilliwack. Limited spots available, so register your foursome today. The tournament will be played best ball format with a shotgun start commencing promptly at 8 a.m. There will be plenty of on-course games and activities throughout the round, including your chance to win big with a hole-in-one. And after the break, Cari with the weather.
chillTV long weekend weather, Cari. It's going to be hot and sticky for this long weekend.
Oh, Don, I don't want to hear about your moisture. This week, though, we have, look at that, the weekend is going to be awesome again. Nice and warmish. Sunday, Monday, a little bit of cloud, but that's okay. Back to sunshine next week, down to 16, 17 at night, so we cool off in the evening. My fun fact of the week, though, it's a really short one. We are still way below the record-breaking high of almost 43 degrees that we experienced in the heat dome of 2021. So I, for one, am very thankful for that, and apparently so is Don. Back to you.
Thanks, Cari, and thank you for watching. If you have a local news story you'd like us to report on, you can always send us a note and your pictures and your video to news@chilltv.ca. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a great long weekend. I'm Don Lehn.